All right, we are back, and it is our No Knit Thursday. We had a couple of, technical difficulties. We're back. We're running. We're 100%. We're going to be rocking and rolling the rest of the night, all the way to about 10:15 p.m., I believe. Is that correct, Victor?
I believe you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, 10:15, so we're going to get back in the action. We've seen a lot of big hands so far, especially. It started off a little slow, actually, for a No Knit Thursday. The first hour, I would say, was a little bit more calm than what we're used to, but then all of a sudden, we saw, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Pizza, go on a run. We've had Jeff just start tearing it up also midway through. And then also, who am I forgetting? Who was on the heater at the very beginning? Spill. Yes. He was rocking and rolling early. Got up to 1,200 in like 4 hands. So we're going to get right back in the action here. We got a 3-4 king board, couple of clubs. Right now, it doesn't look like anyone hit on that flop. Welcome Thinker to the main game. We've seen the Thinker multiple times. Bob hits his 8 on the turn. Let's see if he puts out a little feeler bet.
First act here, because he's on the big blind, and he's going to put out more than a feeler bet here. Going to bet almost the pot, more than the pot, bet 65.
Taking it down.
But Jeff lets it go.
Come on.
And our first pot back from the dinner break. And Bob is going to take that down. And just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, and thank you very much for shifting over to what is called Part 2, No Knit Thursday. Again, there's a shot of our main room here where we've got the satellite tournament going on tonight. 3 tables, $40 buy-in, $20 rebuys. And here's the chip count. Jeff M with 2.1, Spill 1.8, Pizza Frank. No Peak has had a tough night, but hasn't been moved yet, has not been felted. Shane doing all right tonight. Particularly, he did really well Tuesday night and then took down our $100 freeze-out tournament last night. Now over to Johnny Cool, who is Pizza Frank's twin brother. And he's got pocket 7s. Spill's cards have kind of cooled off, but they were pretty hot early on. No Peak has had a frustrating night. And now a raise up from Bob with King 6 of clubs in the small blind. Pizza Frank coming around, and Johnny Cool is with his pocket 7s is just going to make the call. We're going to go 5-handed here into this flop.
He's going to see if he can hit a set right here. Queen right in the window with a jack and a deuce, couple of spades.
So No Peak finally hitting a flop here.
Yeah, he's been patient, hasn't been getting cards all night. Good to see finally get something to work with here with this Queen 9.
Talk about a feeler bet.
A $5 gentleman's bet to start it off with King High.
And
I guess that's like saying, hey, I'm basically giving someone $5 who wants it.
Yeah, and No Peak here is able to turn in his yellow knit chip. Everybody started earlier with a yellow knit chip. When they win a hand, they have to show their hand, and then they get to get rid of their yellow knit chip. The last person standing with the yellow knit chip in front of them gives all the other players at the table $5 apiece.
But that food was that food was good though.
And there's our chip count, as we mentioned before. The
4 players over 1,000, Vic.
Yeah.
We're only halfway through. Once again, this is a $500 max buy-in, and you have 4 out of 9 players over 1,000. Pretty nice game. Got confirmation shimmies on his way. He's probably walking in right about right now. He'll be at the feeder game to start. Might see him tonight.
15, 55.
Bob had the rock on the button, so he had to make that a $10 button straddle.
Oh, yeah, the good old Sean Connery. Looks Looks like we have 7 players going to the flop with a 5-3 king board, a couple of hearts. No one with the king Vic.
No, but Garrett's got a 5 with the ace kicker. And he is going to bet that. Spill and no peek, get out of the way, but Bob's going to make the call.
Yeah, he's got a little gut.
Got a little gut shot going on here.
He's got a gut shot straight draw, and he's got heart, folks. There's a deuce, gives him some more outs.
Yeah, we got 30. You want 5? Yeah, here.
Bob Garrett's going to check that. I think Bob might fire at this.
I got a whole rack of them. Yeah, push them that way.
Bob's thinking about it. Wait for some of that other transactions to get out of the way. People buying tip chips. The blue chips are tip chips, dealer appreciation chips.
And there's another king. Garrett has to feel a little bit better about his 5s. Seeing that.
So Garrett shows, gets rid of his yellow nit chip, takes down this pot.
Nice hand by Garrett, a.k.a. the Gus Hansen of Toledo.
Hey, look, you did it again.
Jamal's watching. Hey, Jamal. How you doing, buddy?
Mr. Coffee, thanks for coming back, following us. Shout out to Jamal. Jamal, hope you're having a nice night.
Neil Brinkman has rejoined us.
That's exactly what happened.
And again, he's calling us gentlemen.
Yeah, because Tim's not on the live stream. We can do that.
So now Adam comes in, taking the helm here as the dealer. We got Danielson on the feeder table dealing. Got some seats open there on the feeder table. Again, if you are felted here at the no-nit table, you move over to the feeder table and replace that player with somebody from the feeder table. If at the end of an hour you are the lowest in VPIP and you do not win the bomb pot, then you get moved over there as well. And we saw a couple of players come over here with the bigger than $500 stack from the feeder table. If they're able to build up their stack and come over with what they're currently playing. Garrett now with pocket 9s, going to raise it up, make it 30 from a $10 straddle.
No peek with the suited jack, says no way. Need something better than a 6 to go along with that one.
Pizza Frank's been running really strong so far.
Yeah, he gets the panda. I'm going to start calling the Queen 10 the panda. That panda's obsessed with Queen 10.
Oh, he is? Okay.
He's hit 2 royal flushes in one night with it. So
oh, my goodness.
10. And look at that. We got a deuce, 5, ace, flop, couple of clubs, Jeff M. Flopping top pair and disguising his hand, checking in
he
his
is.
position.
Garrett's just going to bet 30 again.
Seeing the ultimate chess game being played, Vic, with an early check with top pair. Playing a little pot control just in case if you're out kicked, but he's going to come along and call this.
Poker's more fun if it's not your job.
There's a jack. Wow, what a card right there.
Yeah, diamond draw as well, but he doesn't need it. He's good with his ace. Actions on Jeff here.
I was winning poker for 55.
And when you have a bad couple weeks, 3-4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks.
There were several times I was thinking about it.
And a quick call here from Garrett, but Jeff's going to take this pot down with his ace, ace-8 of diamonds. James watching, James Whited. Hello all, he says. Hello back to you, James. Thanks for joining us. Those of you just joining us on Facebook and YouTube, thank you very much for coming back to our stream. We had to reboot it, but we've got a great view, great audio, great graphics going on now. And we're going to be going here till about 10:15, 10:20 tonight. Stay with us. No Knit Thursday has proven to be a lot of action. It's what it was designed for, and there's the tournament going on in our main room. A lot of familiar faces there, as well as some new ones. They're vying for a $500 package for the summer series, which can be used for the entire series, not just the main event. We'll be talking more about the schedule for that coming up soon.
poker trackers. Put that in Google, and it comes up and shows you all the winners in the
Yeah, it looks like we have a $10 button straddle from Shane going around the table. I have a couple bidders. Bob looking down at Queen 10. So he's getting some raisin chips out.
You're not going to see Bob smooth call or limp in very often. If he's coming into the hand, he's going to raise it. And we're going to get some quick calling here from Pizza Frank and Shane.
And now you're getting more pot committed. Let's open it up, boys. Looks like we got a nice pot brewing here, Vic.
We do.
4 players. Just under 200 in the middle.
Queen here and there, a 9 here and there.
And we have a 6, 10, 4 rainbow board and 2 players hitting top pair. Bob with his Queen 10. Pizza Frank with his 10-9.
So I upgraded on Delta.
Let's see how they play this one.
Yeah, thanks, man. When I go, I call my wife. On Monday.
Spill had checked the Queen 9.
Minimum for a flight.
Now Bob puts a bet out there.
Yeah, it was like.
And it looks like he's going to take it down. By the way,
Yeah.
it looks like James says hello all. I was there last Friday. Can't wait to come back. Great time, James. Very happy to hear that. Looking forward to having you back.
Speaking of Friday, that's tomorrow night. We're going to have yet another free roll. And we've had just great turnout for that these last several Fridays. 8 to 9 tables. This is the free roll $1,000 guarantee for first place. That's tomorrow night, 6 p.m. start time, 0 buy-in, 20,000 starting stack. There are $20 rebuys at the table. These are 15-minute levels. There'll be a break after 5 levels, and then at the end of the 10th level, then that'll be the end of the rebuys. The real poker begins in level 11. Always a lot of fun. People just have a lot of fun. A Friday night, fun night. Be here at the reserve playing the free roll.
Yeah, I'll definitely be expecting 10 tables tomorrow. It's been great action there. And Pizza Frank, by the way, with King Queen suited. I like to call that the royalty hand. Got the King and the Queen. Diamonds are forever.
Johnny Cool now. Frank's twin brother coming up with 2 look-alike cards, pocket 5s.
And no peek. Switching it up here with the 10-7 of spades. He's live. And look at that no peek flopping the straight.
Wow. And he's quickly going to go all in. A rainbow board here. He hits the straight. And I think basically because of the way he's been running tonight, kind of wants to get this hand over with quickly. But Pizza Frank now.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by that play by no peek because Pizza Frank was the original raiser.
Yeah.
You can almost bank on a continuation bet if he just checks it.
Only 164 here to call.
Yeah, Pizza Frank might be thinking he only has a jack and a jack alone.
Right.
Maybe he's thinking his king and queen are good. Obviously the 10. He's going to be drawing pretty thin though. And he's going to make the call. So nice for no peek though. He's still going to get a call here. Having a chance to win a nice pot. 489 in the middle. 10 and a 10 only.
I would have flopped top too.
And I played 10. I played any game.
And there's a 3 and an 8. And looks like no peek.
No peek. Finally hits a hand here tonight.
Patience.
Gets a pot.
Much money.
Well, no, yeah.
I thought you had a 10 and you didn't have much.
Patience, 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 folks. And that's a good example of it.
You did call that outright with
I thought you just had a 10. You had an open end because you were short stack.
with Pizza. He said, I thought you just had a strong jack. So he thought he was calling with 2 overcards and a gut shot, not knowing that he had already made the straight. So that helps no peak quite a bit, get back up to almost his original buy-in of $500.
Yeah, and if you're no peak right now, Vic, you got to be loving life. You've been absolutely card dead this whole live stream.
Yeah.
And you bought in for $500, and now you're just over halfway through, and you're only down $11.
Right.
I mean, sometimes you can get frustrated, but if you really look at the whole picture right now, literally card dead until that hand, and you're only down $11. Maybe you can get a little rush and start trying to strive for, getting over that $1,000 mark.
Right. No peak gets out of the way with the Jack 4 of spades. Bob folds.
By the way,
Back over to Pizza Frank, who's been really having a great night so far, but took a couple of hits here recently, and now Shane's going to raise it up with the King Queen of offsuit up to 40 bucks.
Yeah, that was just a flesh wound for Pizza
And
Frank.
look at
though.
here, pocket aces here for Jeff.
Woo!
Jeff
Airlines
Jeff having a very good night tonight. He's going to raise that up.
going the Delta, flying Delta.
Looks like about 140.
Yeah, Jeff is flying Delta, no stops, doesn't have to land in Chicago. He's going to his direct destination, living the good life. Probably picking a nice movie to watch in the leather seat. Oh yeah, it's American Airlines, but you know I like Delta. I like Delta. What can I say? Sorry, American Airlines. We're switching it to Delta for one hand. For one hand, it's Delta.
See him later.
Just saying, it's more comfort. A lot more comfort on Delta.
An 8. An 8. No, 8. I thought 8.
We'll talk about it again. We can't talk about it enough. The summer series coming up, and right down there below in the bottom of the screen, July 27th to the 30th, $140 buy-in for the summer series main event. $100,000 prize pool guarantee with $20,000 guaranteed first place.
You can't rewind until the end of the series.
Get your calendars out right now. Mark that down. And get your poker budget together. Make sure you've got a number of bullets you can fire after that. And the rock is set no peak, so this is a $10 mandatory straddle. Shane going to come limping in with the 7-4 spades. The thinker has been kind of quiet here at this table. Looks like he did. Looks like he did really well there at the feeder table.
Yeah, looks like he's got, what, 600 in red, another 500 in green, 100 chip, about 1,200 in front of him.
And Spill, who was really hot early on.
14 in front of the thinker.
Going to raise this to 40 with the ace, queen of hearts. Shane makes the call. Thinker, and then Jeff. So now we're going to go four-handed into this flop. There's the rock in there. Whoever wins this now will have to put that out either on the under the gun or on the button for a straddle, $10 straddle. But here we go. What do we got?
Couple of sixes with a 7 right on the board. Open-ended straight draw for Jeff M. 2 pair for Shane.
Shane's in the lead, and he's going to reach for chips here, make it 50.
The thinker has 2 overs with a gut shot straight draw also. And he's going to think about it.
Statuesque this guy is always, just
It's not a horrible price tag right there.
the furrowed brow. Jeff, open-ended here. He's going to make the call. And Spill, who raised this up pre-flop, ace, queen of hearts, reaching for calling chips, and he is going to make the call at 50. So now we've got 3 players going to the turn.
Yeah, 321 in the middle. And there's a 10. There's a straight
There's
right there
the
for
straight.
Jeff M. But also gives Shane a flush draw with his 2 pairs. So he's drawn to a boat. He's drawn to a flush. Plenty of outs for Shane. A 7, 6, or a spade would give Shane the winning hand.
It was right underneath. It was in her hand. It was like unreal. It was in her hand. That's 175. Oh my God. Yeah, but look at this guy.
Bets out 175. Spill's going to get rid of that before he shows it off because it is a very pretty hand pre-flop.
Yeah, but he's just folding ace high. I mean, come on, we've all seen that. Does he got to show it? Looks like we got heads up action to the river, and there's a jack of hearts. Check mark to Jeff.
You know, my first time going to play, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning to play poker. Let me tell you, not a fun
Well,
experience.
Shane's got, yeah, he's going to make it look like he's trying to bluff him off the hand right here.
I literally had this 8:30.
Shane's only got 300 in front of him. He doesn't take the bait.
No, he doesn't
Nice.
take the bait, and he folds. We've got a request here to get more information on our team tournament. If you have a minute there,
Oh, there's Shimmy.
Wizard, if you could get the graphic up here for the team tournament, we can talk through that real quickly. If not this shuffle, but maybe the next shuffle. And there is the Summer Series event number 3. So that is Tuesday night, July 25th. It is a dual tournament. 5 p.m. start time, $200 buy-in. It's $200 per team. 20-minute levels. 2 tournaments will be running simultaneously. One teammate will play in Tournament A, while the other teammate plays in Tournament B. Players will switch places at every level change. It's very unique. We're getting a lot of buzz about it. And back to the action here. Shane with ace-king offsuit is going to raise it up to 100. And Bob looks like he might be considering. No, he lets that go. So Shane treating ace-king like it's the plague. But basically what you do in this dual tournament team event, if you get knocked out and you're one of a team, you then can re-enter and enter into the other tournament that your current teammate is not in. And here's the chip count for a no-knit Thursday. This is a 1-3 game.
Almost 3K, Vic.
Almost 3K for Jeff. He's having one heck of a night here.
Stacks in front of him.
Yeah.
In just a couple hours, less than 3 hours of play, he's got almost over 5 stacks in front of him. Really nice run. And he's focused, by the way. On the break, I said, "Hey, nice start for you," and stuff like that. He goes, "Yeah, nice start, but I got to finish it."
All right,
so
good.
He's not taking anything for granted.
Good attitude. And they're going to color up here a little bit, get some of those red chips off for Jeff so that he can actually have some breathing room for the cards. And looks like Pizza Frank.
So I can't say Delta Airlines.
No, this is not Delta Airlines. And
no, fair enough.
Neil Brinkman says Dom saying Dom things.
I mean, that's what we call Domisms.
Domisms, yeah.
But at the same time, I'm just saying I want to represent what I felt. I fly more comfortably on Delta.
So Shane, unsuspectingly, goes all in against American Airlines with the dead man's hand, and he is not going to be happy to see those aces come up.
There's a lot of eights coming.
And Shane says there's a lot of eights coming, and the way Shane's been running this week, it just could happen, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, he could get running hearts. Or
Rainbow
running
board. And
there's an 8.
There is an 8.
And okay, close.
No. So
sweat there.
Shane is going to get felted here and move on over to the feeder. Posting. All right, so this is a favor to our friends over at Miscue. Thursday, 8-ball tournament. Thursday, August 17th. 8-ball tournament starts at 7 p.m. Free practice at 6 p.m. Good friends of ours over there at Miscue, and so we're doing this to help them out. Be sure to check this out if you like 8-ball tournaments.
$15 buy-in, $3 minimum.
This is in front of the old Northtown Mall.
That's based on the 16-player bracket there. Looks like it's going to be a fun night. Looking for a little cue ball. Go check it out.
And here's the VPIP now for Pizza Frank in the lead. He really has been playing a lot of hands on our VPIP. And that'll come into play when we're at the top of the hour and we do our bomb pot. The lowest VPIP is in jeopardy of moving over to the feeder table.
Oh, it's Miller time again.
Unless they win the bomb pot. And we have now cycled through enough players to see Miller time for a second time. Redemption for Miller time.
6 players going to the flop here. 61 in the middle. We got a 3-7-8 board, couple of spades. Right off the rip, I see a pair of 3s for Garrett. He's currently in the lead. And the Queen of Diamonds on the turn. Johnny Cool.
Johnny Cool now is going to jump into the lead with his queen. Be a good time to put a good-sized bet out there. And he reaches for chips before Jeff even checks.
Yeah, with 2 flush draws out
So
there.
a little bit of a tell there. Helps to pay attention to when it's your turn. Because that enthusiasm was displayed to everybody there. And he is going to show, well, he has to show, of course, to get rid of his yellow nit chip.
I'll tell you what, with 2 flush draws out there, I think he wanted everyone to fold.
And Spill, who was very hot early on, uncharacteristically winds up with the remaining nit chip, so he has to pay everybody at the table $5. So Miller Time sat down just in time to make a $5 profit by virtue of inheriting no nit chip, and now all the no nit chips go back out. Everybody starts out with one. We are 9-handed here at our main table. We can seat up to 10 players at our feeder table. Looks like we've got at least 7 or 8 there. And Shimmy now sitting over in seat 8 of that table.
That's a juicy feeder game right there.
That is really good game.
Looking to play some action right now. Definitely call up at the front desk. Ask for Marissa.
So don't be surprised if the next time Neil Brinkman comes in, he wants to talk about Delta Airlines.
That's fine.
Just to give you a heads up.
Hey, I'm fine with that.
Now Jeff, who's just been running so well, almost at 3,000, wakes up with pocket jacks. Going to raise it up to 50. And Johnny Cool, he likes Jack 7 of spades, so he's going to make the call.
Spill with pocket 9s here.
See if and Spill's going to make the call. Back over to Bob, who's on the button. Gets rid of the Dorothy, Queen 3, and then we're going to go 3-handed into this flop.
We got a couple of 6s with an 8. And this could be a dangerous hand for Spill here. Both players have a lot of money in front of them, and that's a nice flop for 9s. Majority of the time, you're happy with the 8-high board. Right now, Spill has to decipher, is this just a continuation bet, or does he have the goods? I think he's going to call and see where Jeff goes on beyond this.
Now a 7 or a 9 comes up, and this could be, another 6. They both have a full house. Jeff with 6s full of jacks. And he's going to make the same bet, 110, and he's going to get another call here from Spill.
Milk him. Both players not excited about that card.
No.
4 checks, 7 checks.
So check, and turn the cards over.
Yeah, nice little $600 pot.
Jeff's going to take this pot down, and then he gets to turn in his yellow chip. Now these last 2 bomb pots that we did, whoever was at risk had to win the bomb pot in order to not move over to the feeder table. And in this tonight, for the first time, Jeff both times was at risk and won both bomb pots. And he continues just to run really hot, and he's playing a lot more hands, it seems like, than he was before. So here's the V-pip. And we're learning that as we get closer to the bomb pot, that Jeff might still be at risk because Thinker hasn't been at the table long enough. But certainly the action most of the time at the game tonight has been driven by Pizza Frank.
That many chips, and he's actually at risk with the V-pip.
Yeah, I know.
Who would have thought?
I know. As I mentioned before, you don't see Bob limp in, smooth call very often. If he's coming into hand, he's going to come in with a raise. Miller Time now makes the call, and the Thinker, Ace-Queen on the big blind. And I think the Thinker is thinking about raising. No, he's just going to make the call here.
Ace queen, see a flop.
The straddle was on.
There you go, 10-8 suited. I've been rocking the shirt for a reason, Garrett.
That's a Garrett hand.
You got Shimmy sitting right behind you, too, giving his blessing. 4 players to the flop. And right now you got 9, king, ace, rainbow board, ace, queen in great shape here for the thinker.
Bob's got a gut shot, and he was the one that kind of started the action here pre-flop, and he's going to continue on with a $100 bet. Miller time gets out of the way. The thinker thinking, do I call? Do I raise? Certainly folding is not an option here for the thinker. And he's going to make the call.
Laying the trap.
Garrett gets out of the way with his 10-8 of diamonds. Heads up now to the turn.
Essentially, the thinker just needs to dodge a 10, and that's a 3. So 10 and the 10 only can save Bob. He's going to check it. Give him some rope. See if Bob takes it. Bob spider senses are tingling.
Yes, they are. They're definitely
No,
tingling.
Terrible card for thinker, though, and not that he's going to fold. In his mind right now, he's probably thinking, if I had this guy out kicked, you know, frustrated. But he's going to soon realize he has the hand still won.
Right,
So
right.
how many times do you see that happen?
Yeah.
When you have a huge ace,
And now your
and you
kicker's
get a
no good.
runner like 6-6, 3-3 with the king out there, and you're like, well, now I'm chopping a pot, but
There's a bet of 225 from the thinker. Back over to Bob. I think Bob's spidey senses convinced him to get out of this hand.
yeah, with that check on the turn, kind of shut it down. All right, and thinker's going to be happy now that he can take that whole pot down.
Yeah.
When I said terrible card, not that it costed them a hand, but yeah, one of my biggest pet peeves in poker, like I said, is when you have like an ace queen on a board just like that, ace king 3, you know, another 3 pairs the board up, so you're thinking, you know.
And here's a situation. If we go back to the start of this hand with the thinker, it looked like maybe he was going to raise. He was second last to act there before Jeff, and rather than raise and making the call, now when the ace comes out, he can lay in the weeds, right? That doesn't necessarily pay off every time, but it did that time. And we got a button straddle on here from Miller time. $10 button straddle.
There's some nice money on the table right now.
Oh, sorry.
Got a misdeal here. Give this another try, Adam. But yes, that team tournament, which is a dual tournament and team event, is Tuesday night, the 25th. People asking about that, getting a lot of buzz about that.
Eat sour cream and guac and some hot sauce. That's good. And, you know, and pair it with some good
Pick the
meat.
right teammate. Now, I tell you that one of the reasons that my wife and I have been married over 40 years is that
You picked the right teammate?
we don't play golf together,
Okay.
or I don't try to tell her, and we don't paint or wallpaper together.
What about poker?
I thought they were
She doesn't really like poker.
right.
She likes to watch it.
It's really hard to get
She loves to watch the live stream.
Oh, I didn't try this.
Have you ever played against your wife at a family function?
We will play euchre, and she's not a big fan of euchre.
Do you talk smack to her?
No, I'm not a smack talker in euchre. I'm really kind of the guy that sits back and just enjoys myself. We got 3 players going into this flop, and Spill's going to get the best of this with his Jack 10. No, I like to celebrate a hand well played euchre, but
I know Eve
A little more
plays
concerned.
cards too, and you said your
Yeah.
wife plays euchre.
Yep.
Who's the family member that is? It might be an uncle or who's the one that you want to beat the most, though? Maybe there's a little family rivalry.
Caroline. Caroline is a very good euchre player, a very good overall card player.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way,
loves,
look at that king there.
She
Thinker.
plays a mean game of Monopoly.
Ooh, Monopoly. I like Monopoly. And my niece Alexa's my arch rival in Monopoly.
Check around, see if we get a club here to mix things up. But no,
Nope.
another 8 comes
Yeah,
out, so the
Thinker
Thinker
turned
is ahead here with his king.
It looks like he's just trying to see if someone's going to take a stab at it. A little confused with that $25 bet in a pot that size. It's really not going to get anyone to fold.
And 10s and 8s.
And the Thinker takes down another pot. That's back-to-back pots here for the Thinker.
Yeah, that $25 bet just made it juicier for the Thinker there.
That's not a fold. Put another club on.
Nice hand by the Thinker. There's our V-pip.
Thinker has the rock, so now that goes out on the button. So it's going to be a $10 button straddle. And we're going to do a dealer change here, and this is going to prompt a bomb pot.
Right now, Jeff M is at risk of not being at the table long enough, right?
Yeah, who's at risk here?
Jeff. Which is crazy because he has the most chips.
I know. And if I'm at the feeder table, I'm gonna be rooting for Jeff to come on over there with all those chips. Not that Jeff is a weak player, but it's always great to see a lot of chips come over, have an opportunity. So this is a single board bomb pot. PLO, everybody's going to get 4 cards. Everybody's put in $10, so the pot starts out with $90 in it. But no, Caroline can be a very competitive game player, whatever it is.
So, yeah, there's always a family member you just take a little bit more like hee-hee.
Yeah.
Here's the bomb pot. We got a 9, king, 10 board. And now this is when the fun starts. Let's start ripping off these Omaha hands.
I missed it. What happened?
Nothing so far to get overly excited about. Well, there's 2 pair for spill. He's going to put out a feeler bet. Nobody with Queen Jack so far. A little surprising. Yeah, still no Queen Jack. We're going around the table. I don't think anyone flopped it.
So it looks like we could be losing Jeff after this hand to go over to the feeder table. And we're just going to be heads up going into the turn. 2 pair for spill. That deuce doesn't help anybody. They check it. And the 9 now
full house for spill.
Gives spill the full house. They're going to check it, and spill's going to show the 10-9.
Yeah, nice hand for spill there.
Got a lot of straight. Got a lot of straight outs.
I was going to say, there was a lot of straight outs there for him.
Get rid of this?
I don't think so, not on me.
No, not the bomb.
Why not?
It's the rules, man. Fine print. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Garrett, how many times you listen to Nick?
Hey, Joe. Hope things are going well for you. Hope you're enjoying things at Bag of Nails. My wife and I were riding our bike around the park there recently, and that Metro Park is just fantastic there behind Old Bag of Nails. Great facility that they put together.
No, find a button.
Oh, yeah. If you're smart,
Find a button.
no, just this one.
And Jim's getting Jeff ready to move over, but he's already in the hand in the blind, so they're going to let him play this hand out. But then we'll be moving Jeff over to the feeder table, and we'll be getting a player over from the feeder table to take his place into seat 4.
Yeah, lowest VIP, biggest step.
So his V-pip was the lowest after an hour of play, and he didn't win the bomb pot, so he gets moved over. Them's the guidelines, the rules that we've established here for No Net Thursday.
I'm not gonna lie, there's no. You got 3,000 in front of you, and you can't see a couple flops to stay at the table. I mean, come on, it's a $500 max buy-in game. You got 6 stacks.
I understand.
At least get enough to be number 8th or 7th in VPIP.
Yeah.
Come on, Jeff.
Yeah, he's like, because he got all the money. Like.
Jim Mills is watching. Jim, you might know him better as Candyman.
Oh, Candyman.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Longtime friend.
Shout out to Candy.
Known Jim for a long time here, thanks to poker. Also, if you need a bicycle,
yes, he is the man.
Jim is the man to see.
Candyman's really a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Seems like he's got
so
multiple
3-handed now
skills.
going into this flop.
Good card player too.
No peak, strong ace jack here, but see if he continues to bet at it. Garrett checks. No peak's going to bet, and I think we're going to get a fold. And No Peaks has had a pretty tough night tonight. But like you said earlier, he's got to feel pretty good for the way cards have been going for him, and he's still. Now he's right back to $500, which is where he started. And that's and plus he gets to get rid of the yellow chip here.
Yeah, really impressive by No Peak, the amount of cards he's had, very little. And
so Jim, since you're just joining us, I'll run through this No Net Thursday. This is a 1-3 game, and it's a $200 to $500 buy-in. Just about everybody that came in bought in for $500. Here at the feature table, if you get felted, or if at the end of the hour your VPIP is the lowest, you move over to the feeder table and we replace your seat with somebody from the feeder table. We've already cycled through enough players that we're seeing one player for the second time. So you go over there, and also there's a yellow nit chip in front of each player. And if you are if you win a hand, show your hand, then you get to get rid of the yellow chip. If you're the last person standing with the yellow chip, you pay everybody else at the table $5. And the last time this went around, it was Spill, who's having a great night, had to pay everybody $5 for being the last person standing with a yellow nit chip.
yeah, this has really been a cool element that we've brought to the live stream lineup on Thursday nights. I like that it's a little bit different from every other live stream.
Very
Makes it
unique. Fun, and lots of fun, lots of action. If you get felted here at the main table, you cannot rebuy. You move over to the feeder table. And Jim says one of these days, and thanks for loving the broadcast, Jim. Yeah, get in here, buddy. And pay close attention to this. Jim, pay close attention to the Summer Series main event that we've got coming up. $140 buy-in for a $100,000 prize pool guarantee and a $20,000 first place guarantee.
Well, I definitely think we could say for Candyman, what a nice time if he could get in here a week from this Sunday when we have our first event. It's a 10,000 guaranteed prize pool free roll.
Free roll.
That's max value right there.
July 23rd, Sunday, 1 o'clock, free roll to kick off the Summer Series. That's a $10,000 prize pool guarantee. Pretty sure, I'm willing to bet we're going to crush that guarantee for that day.
I agree.
Probably crush all of our guarantees as we always do, but that's series event number 1, $10,000 free roll, Sunday, July 23rd, 1 p.m. start time. $40 rebuys at the table. We're going to open the doors at 11:30. We will be full, folks. So, yeah, 261 players entries for our last one. So it's going to be all hands on deck for our staff here. 261 bodies.
Yes, bodies.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
50.
And so back to the action here.
The thinker with pocket sixes here. Looks like he's looking to raise it up to 40. Go around the table. I haven't seen too many hands that are really worth getting excited about. King 6 suited and club says no. Over the no peak. Yeah, Jack 6 won't get it done. Thinker will take this pot down.
All right, now Neil Brinkman has some explaining to do. I gifted Candyman underwear. Maybe that's a story we can have another time. But
obviously they play poker with each other.
And here's
Poker
event
rivalries.
number 2 for the Summer Series, $10,000 freeze out. This is a $100 buy-in. This is an amazing value for a $10,000 prize pool guarantee freeze out. 5 p.m. start time. Pay close attention to that. I'm sure that means we'll be opening the doors at around 3:30 Monday, July 24th.
So
yeah, we're predicting about 165 entries
so this
for
just
this.
in, we had about 150 last time we ran this tournament. So you're going to expect that we are definitely going to crush the guarantee.
Yes. Yeah.
So I definitely think it's safe to say expect around 15,000 in the prize pool roughly. Let's just say that that'll be our goal for a $100 buy-in. I think that's great.
Yeah, no kidding.
Could probably
$100
win-
buy-in.
yeah, maybe win 5-6K in one day.
And now Garrett, who's been really quiet here at this table tonight, came over with a decent stack. I think he did pretty well over at the feeder table. But now he's going to go all in with his $231 with Queen Jack offsuit. Miller time. This is his second round here at the main table. And Miller time actually obviously did pretty well at that feeder table. He left here felted, comes back with 1.6.
And actually, it's been great at the feeder table. We've even talked about that. Some of the guys saying, "Ooh, sometimes the feeder table's a little bit more crazy than the main." And look at here. This is our Summer Series event number 3, 5,000 guaranteed team event. Tuesday, July 25th, 5 p.m. start time, $200 buy-in. That's $100 per person. 20-minute levels, late entry and re-entry until the start of level 9. 2 tournaments will run simultaneously. One teammate will play in a tournament A, while the other teammate will play in tournament B. Players will switch places at the conclusion of each level. If a team is eliminated from either tournament, they may re-enter until the start of level 9 for $100. Prize pools will be separate and is based on the number of entries for each. Each tournament is $2,500 guaranteed in the prize pool. Fun times with that one.
And early on, I said, earlier today I discussed that if I were playing, my first choice would probably be Steve Lang. And I got to say, Jim Mills, Candyman, if I couldn't get Steve Lang to play with me, you'd be the second call I would make. I have a lot of respect for Candyman's tournament play. And that structure looks like it's got you written all over it. However, I won't be able to play. It's going to be a great summer series. We're expecting just great turnout, so it's going to be all hands on deck from the staff here. We will be doing some feature table during the flights. We won't have a live stream that week for our tournaments or cash. We won't have the live stream cash games going. But we will have on some of our flights feature table live stream, and of course, day 2, Sunday, July 30th, we will be live streaming here for a feature table going all the way to the final table for that big event.
Oh, wow. Oh, wait. And did I hear that right? All of day 2 from the beginning, Wizard? All right. That is great. So the Wizard just basically went in our ear. We're going to basically be getting 3 out of 4, most likely. Live stream final tables for the series, the 1 days. So that'll be fun. If you're coming in, you got a chance to be on the live stream. You can tell your friends and family to tune in and watch. Also, at nighttime for our day 1s, we're planning on getting live streams for all of those. And then all day on day 2. I mean, basically within the first hour of day 2, we might need an hour to set things up after we start, but at least 90% of day 2 will be live streamed with the feature table. So another element when you really think about it with this summer series where you get a chance to get on the live stream on our YouTube station. And if you remember, last time we had the 100K guarantee before our 200K 2-year anniversary, I believe we were hitting anywhere from 6,000 to 8,000 on 1 or 2 of the episodes. Now, I know Scotty Wynn was here, and that definitely helped. But at the same time, we usually hit multiple thousand viewers during those live streams. So what a cool feeling to get your chance to get on YouTube, get on the Facebook Live, get some experience as a poker player too.
Yes.
Playing in the limelight. I'm telling you, it helps your game, folks. And this is why this live stream right here, this No Knit Thursday, is another great way to improve your game. A 1-3 format where it's kind of pushing the action a little bit, where you have to adapt to it. It's fun. It's almost like playing like a turbo cash game. You know, I know you always hear turbo tournaments, but almost like a turbo cash game, even though the blinds don't go up. But you're
heads-up action here going into this flop, but we need to
basically
talk about that some more here in a minute.
Yeah, we'll get to the action first, take a timeout from that. We got a 6-10-4 board, couple of hearts. Neither player hitting the flop. Miller Time still in the lead. Surprised at the check there, and
I
now
am
another
too.
6. A lot of times when you see a player make the initial bet pre-flop, those are situations where if you continuation raise, you could get a player taking it down. And right there, look at that, 2 free cards, and allows no peak to catch up.
Yep.
But they kept it friendly.
So a win is a win. No peak takes that win down.
Win is a win.
But
my favorite sayings.
Here's event number 4. So this is the Wednesday, July 26th, $20,000 prize pool guarantee freeze out. And if you want to try to get into a freeze out against Jim, not Jim Mills. Jim,
we're talking the Wizard.
Talking about the Wizard. He's going to be playing in this one. $500 buy-in.
I will not be surprised. By the way, Jim hasn't done this, but I'm almost calling a shot, and I think we should just put it out there because it's good publicity. Normally when Jim goes in a tournament before the 100K guarantee, he usually puts a free buy-in to the 100K guarantee on his head. And I'm just going on a limb because he's done it every single time. That not only can you try to knock out Jim, but you might be able to get a free ticket in our 100K guarantee. Seems like that happens every single time. I ruined it, he said, but we need to get it out there. We need to get it out there. We need to advertise this. Oh, I can fund it? What? No, I never said that. I'm just saying. Make no surprise about it. Won't be surprised at all.
6 players going into this flop here.
After there's already 400 in the middle, you could do the same thing. So there's already 600 in the middle.
There's a raise up to $15 and got 5 callers.
It would have been 4 8 of spades, jack of clubs, 1 8 jack of spades.
And Pizza Frank has got the queen, so he's going to bet this out. Make the bet $60 back over to the thinker, who's got middle pair.
Yeah. Oh, but one was that's what I'm saying. It saved me that.
Craig now with pocket 5s. This is Craig's second seating here tonight. He was felted earlier and moved over to the feeder table, and now he's back again. And Pizza Frank, who's running really strong tonight, takes down another pot. And I'm looking down here at Neil Brinkman. Yes, and now we remember this was during the league play that we used to have. That we'll get back to that story. But the Summer Series main event, $100,000 prize pool guarantee, $20,000 guaranteed for first place. And look at all of the extras here. This is a $140 buy-in, $1,000 double bag bonus. If you make it into day 2, you pick up $200 right away at the conclusion of that flight. And here are the flights that are available, 3 days, 2 flights a day, leading up to day 2 on Sunday.
Little tweaks, little payout differences with the $200 at the conclusion of their flight. And like I said, sometimes you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You know, this has been working great for us. We've been crushing the guarantees. But I like these little tweaks that the owners decided to do right there with the $200. Kept also the $1,000 double bag bonus, which I think, man, if I make it, especially on the first day, I'm definitely firing another bullet on at least one more on each of the other days. So 3 total. I mean, for $1,000, you can win, turn 140 into 1,000 pretty easily.
So this was a $50 button straddle from Miller Time, and now he's picked up 5s. But Johnny Cool raised out to 77 with his pocket queens, got everybody else to fold. We're heads up going to this flop.
Johnny Cool, the ladies, man. Let's see if they hold true, and they do hold true on the flop. Couple of aces, and We say it so many times. If you got queens or kings, if there's going to be one ace, it might as well be two. Make you feel a little bit better about it. And there's a 9 on the turn. Queen's still in the lead, and he's going to do a little feeler bet here, and I think this will shut it down. Miller Time hasn't been at the table, you know, since the very beginning, but I think he has the impression Johnny Cool hasn't been playing a lot of hands. He hasn't been getting out of character.
He has not. And
it's
I don't
hard
know that
to
he's
even not put him on an ace right here, to be honest with you. If I was playing against him, I would have put him on an ace, and maybe he was just checking it on the flop.
And I believe he has not raised pre-flop, maybe once.
Yeah, he shows the queens. He's got to get rid of
that.
that.
Shows the queen, so he can get rid of his yellow nib chip. But back to your point about this game and coming in here to play and improve your game, the fact that you sit down and you buy in for 500, and if you get belted, you're moving. You aren't rebuying. So you can go rebuy and join the feeder table. But that's a little bit different element, and it's going to make you play a little bit differently, I think.
Sometimes you want to get out of that seat, too.
Well, that's true.
Let's just say that. Man, give me a new spot.
Yeah.
But no, it definitely, anytime you can play a style of poker that kind of is tweaked a little bit to evolve your game in certain situations. And I think this really preps you for 2-5. If you're a 1-2 or 1-3 player that plays on our Saturday night, or maybe you play our 1-2 game out in our main lobby, this is a great night to come in here and really prep you. If your bankroll's pretty healthy right now and you want to just start getting ready to play 2-5 on a consistent basis, this is a great game right here.
Here's 5 players going into the flop, and the thinker has pocket 5s. We've seen pocket 5s a number of times tonight.
Yeah, we got a 3-jack-8 board, couple of spades. As you can see, Garrett flops top pair. We got a gut shot from Pizza Frank.
Johnny Cool's going to bet out his mid-pair.
There you go, Johnny Cool. Johnny Cool's getting a little comfortable at the table. I like it, settling in.
Garrett's going to make the call with his jack.
And I don't mind that. I'm more impressed with Johnny Cool. Seems to get more comfortable. This is the first time he's been on the live stream.
Yeah.
He's from out of state, and he's at least seen where he's at. Look at that. Oh. Johnny Cool
now with
playing it cool. Did he just throw his hand through his hair? Did he just do this?
Either that, he was
I think he was
the tag on the back
down,
of his shirt.
Looking it back.
Sure.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, he did.
Johnny Cool playing it cool. Going to bet out. And Garrett's going to get out of the way. Like I said, he hasn't seen Johnny Cool play out a line. And let's see if Johnny Cool also maybe later in the stream uses that table image to his advantage. Maybe steals one in the future. He's probably starting to sense that players are folding to him when he's got the goods, so maybe he can take advantage of that later in the live stream. Definitely nice seeing Johnny Cool on here.
And we got a button straddle here, $10 from Craig. Johnny Cool in the small blind now for $1. See if he wants to call with his Jack 7 of diamonds.
And how cool is it here, no pun intended, but that two brothers are playing against each other on the live stream right now. I mean, that has to be, especially when your brothers from out of state, it has to be a pretty cool experience. Just, you know, we talk about the poker community and friends, and you get some friends in here that are almost like family members and whatnot. And, the reserve is a place where we like to have our players have a good time, but you know, Pizza Frank has come on the live stream a few times, and he has his brother from out of state where he probably doesn't get to see all that often.
Right. No.
And now they're playing on the live stream where they probably have a couple family members watching, and it's just really cool to see.
It really is.
And like I said, I hope they have a side bet, like a six-pack gentleman's bet on who does better. You know, like the loser has to buy a six-pack on the way home for the other one or something. Or maybe even a steak. You know,
so Bob's going to raise up here to 50 with his ace-jack offsuit.
Oh, yeah.
And both Craig and Johnny Cool come along.
Yeah,
Diamonds and spades come along.
Opening up the range, getting confident. And look at that. Johnny Cool flopping a gut shot. Is that a gut shot straight? No, yes, it is. A gut shot straight draw with the flush draw. And a double look. Yeah, do a little semi-bluff, Johnny Cool. Get after it. Put the pressure on these guys. These Michiganders and Ohioans.
Yeah, and he is playing a lot more comfortable than he was in the beginning. Absolutely.
He's good to see. And Bob's wondering, where did this guy come from?
I know.
All of a sudden he's waking up, trying to bully me around.
Brevin's watching. Hey, Brevin, how you doing, buddy?
Johnny Cool playing it cool. Betting 55.
And this is going to take this down. He's going to take down 2 pots in a row here.
Yeah, Craig.
Craig quickly lets that go, and the button's going to move over.
Yeah, Craig's a good card player. He doesn't really play out of line.
There's a nice grin there from Johnny Cool. He's so glad he came up from Arizona for several weeks to visit his brother.
Yeah, we might get him on the live stream again before
Johnny
he goes back.
Cool gets out of that heat wave. There's Shimmy hoping for his chance to get over here. However, as you mentioned, that feeder table has been very strong. A lot of action.
I mean, as you're seeing in that picture right there, 2 of the best beards in the live stream game, folks. Shimmy standing up with his beard.
No peak.
Yeah, no peak sitting in
seat
seat
8.
9. I mean,
And seat 2.
I don't know if we
Miller
can do
time.
it with the cameras, guys, but if we could get a split camera of 2 cameras, beard versus beard, right now live, I mean, the game is strong.
Yeah.
The beard game is strong right here. I mean, if you guys can request, I know we're on a 15-minute delay, but maybe ask the dealer if Shimmy could just go by no peak for just a close-up beard versus beard. We could get it 15 minutes down the line. I mean, that I would kind of like to see, let the people vote. Let the people vote. Number 1 beard in the game. Garrett?
Garrett thought he had already folded.
Garrett's just hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of the beard game strong, no peak with the hooks, pocket jacks.
Going to raise it up.
Looks like 110.
120 because he's got the got the rock in front of him, which is worth $10 when he straddles with it. And fold.
Yeah, he's going to look to get rid of.
So no peak takes down that pot with the jacks.
Yeah, all the posers are gone. No peak. No worries. Take your money while you got it. By the way, solid Lions hat by No Peak. Digging it.
That is a cool looking hat. I'm not a Lions fan, but that's a cool looking hat.
Yeah, I like that black. Very solid Lions hat. 1.5.
Oh, yeah. Hand out a call.
It's like go over to the guys. I thought it was. It's gonna be 10 guys. Production says 10
Summer
guys.
Series main event at the bottom. We've been talking about it all night. We'll continue to talk about it because it's one of the biggest events of the year. It's a $100K guarantee. July 27th through the 30th. $140 buy-in. $20,000 guaranteed for first place. Can't stress that enough. Definitely come check it out. Day ones are going to be on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. Day 1 flights. If you double bag, you get $1,000. We're going to go back to the action now, and Johnny Cool looking down at his suited ace-7. Calls 10. Garrett is going to make the plunge with a jack 10 of diamonds. Why not? It's fun to play. Garrett is all in for 163.
Actually, you don't queen time. You get your ass on straight time.
I'm just going to let it go.
Yeah. You're not beating me.
Over the pizza. He says, I was just kidding.
163, right?
Looks like Miller Time has no fear with the queen 4 of diamonds. He's got some gamble.
What's your one? Oh, I Rush.
And we got a queen 4 suited in diamonds versus a jack 10 of diamonds.
Probably still would
And we have an 8-8-5, the moose on the flop. And there's a jack for Garrett. And Garrett takes it down, doubles up, still has life.
I don't know. I can't win a hand regardless.
Yeah.
Figured out the board. What it is.
I'm probably.
No, I just did this every hour.
Yeah, regular, yeah.
Somebody
This
else.
is what you wanted there. You wanted the bomb pop, right? You want to get over here? You wanted to double up and then move to the bomb pop.
You gotta play go hands, knock him out.
I know.
Two boards and he's playing cautious.
I played two hands so far all night.
They are on the stream.
Well, you didn't play two hands.
It looks like Shimmy's fiending to play the bomb pot. He's like looking over there, twitching in his chair.
White chip leader.
Like he just wants to get 4 cards and play.
He's the white chip leader.
Oh, what's his name? Jeff put 40 in there.
Patrick comes into the helm, which means we've got.
What is it? No bomb pot?
It's every.
It's every hour, so it's not a bomb pot this time. It's a bomb pot. The next we won't be here when they do the next bomb pot. We've got about half an hour left to go to our live stream telecast here tonight. With the number of cash players that we have here, and look at the number of players we have here for the tournament. It's a good bet that this cash game will continue to go on after we complete our live stream.
Yep, there's our 3 tables. People are playing for $500 packages, which you can divvy up anyway. You can just put all 500 if you want to play the 500 freeze out.
Yep.
That could get you in for that free, or if you want to divvy it up and play multiple day ones of the 140. Or maybe you don't want to commit to a 2-day tournament and you just want to play a bunch of day ones, and you want to use that maybe for the Monday, Tuesday package right there. Maybe do 1-day one, see how you do with the bullet. So,
and we have one more Thursday left for this satellite, so that's
absolutely, it's going to be good times.
Next Thursday, if you want a $40 chance to pick up $500 package for the series.
And I'm going to go on a limb, and I will not be surprised if we have 3 tables now, if we get 5 tables for the week before.
Yes, I agree.
I think it's going to be a little bit of bump, so there'll be more $500 packages available. So if you know you're playing in this summer series, get here next Thursday and play for that $500 package, folks. You could turn $40 in the 500, and who knows if that 500 with that turns into 20,000 for first place at least.
Yeah,
at least 20,000.
Let's look at Pizza Frank here, getting froggy and 3-betting with King Queen of Diamonds up to $300. He sensed that there was some dead money out there, so good opportunity there. Take down some.
The man's a shark.
Yeah, he's on fire tonight. He's doing really well.
And he's not a great white shark, folks. He's a hammerhead shark. He's throwing the hammer on the table. The hammerhead shark. Pizza Frank, they call him.
Pizza Frank. And
do you think
Johnny
Frank
Cool
could bring
there in
some pizza
C5 is his twin brother. What's that?
I think he's got to bring in pizza sometime for us from downriver to try the pizza.
You know,
he's got a pizza place.
The answer is always no until you ask.
Yes.
So
we got to see if he has a pizza place. We got to try the pizza.
Yeah.
And we got to do it for the people. We got to give a review.
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly.
Give the people what they want. Pizza Frank, by the way, with pocket 3s. Keeping the rush alive. Miller time with King Queen suited. King 10 suited for the thinker. And why not? Suited cards are going everywhere. Craig, Ace 4 suited in hearts. And Bob with 10-8. Don't discount that. We know about 10-8. I'm wearing it on my shirt.
Garrett got Ace 8 offsuit. He's going to come along. Garrett's not afraid to get in there and mix it up.
Yeah, $40.
Pizza Frank is going to make this call. And now an all-in from Miller time with King Queen of Spades. This could change the dynamics significantly to this hand. Let's see if he takes down all of this.
You know, if it
with
folds
an
around, I'm going to go on a limb here, though. Since Pizza Frank has a pair and he's got so much in front of him, I think no matter what, he gets the call from Pizza Frank. Just because of the chip stack, and if it's heads up.
Just with 3s, you think so?
Because Pizza Frank will have no one be. It's just all about position here.
Yeah.
Pizza Frank is the last to act. You got all that money in front of you. Pocket 3s. Might be thinking he's doing this with about the hand. Ace King, King Queen, Ace
So
Queen.
$239 is the bet to call.
Yeah, there's enough in there. Look at all those bets beforehand with 3s.
Or $289. So if you're in, they're in there for 50. So $239 to call, and the thinker is going to think about it, not knowing that he's got the exact same hand as this all in. He's the one that started this action up to 50. Mike Lawrence is watching, a.k.a. the Moose.
Wait, the Moose is in here?
The Moose is watching.
Moose, we got to go fishing again soon, buddy. I'm actually going up to Lake Ogivic this Saturday. I'll be gone on a fishing trip with my uncle. But I'll be back on a Sunday or a Monday.
And look at how this changes the dynamics. And with a caller.
Now I'm wondering about Pizza Frank.
And this would be.
And Miller Time is going to love this if that action made everyone else fold with the thinker, because he's got him in dominant fashion. King,
yeah,
Queen,
Bob gets
King
out
10.
of the way. Oh, no, Bob, look at
Bob. I mean,
Bob.
hey.
No, he gets out of the way.
Pizza Frank.
And Pizza Frank lays it
Out of the
down.
way.
He does not call with his threes.
He's going to wish he did. He wants his cards back now.
And look at this. They both show the King, Queen, spades versus hearts.
Yeah,
Couple of
Miller
hearts.
Time is loving it right now because there's 788 in the middle for only having under 300 in front of you.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, this is great for his money. Yeah, he's all in for 289. There's 788 in the pot.
And we're looking at a strong potential for. King, Queen. I thought it was King, Queen versus Queen, Queen. I'm sorry, King 10
Yeah,
for
King
the
10
thinker.
of hearts
All right.
for the thinker. And there's a heart in the window. All right, still.
Miller Time still in the lead.
Yeah, and there's a king.
Now a 10 and a 10 only, and it doesn't come.
Nope, the queen does play, and Miller Time with a huge triple up here.
Yeah.
Really.
And so the threes were a good lay down. The ace-8 was a good lay down.
Yeah, give or take a couple bucks, but it's basically a triple up for Miller Time with all that action pre-flop. And now he's thinking, man, I'm back in this game.
Yeah.
Very nice play by Miller Time.
Have you talked to any of the people over at Firekeepers?
Yeah, oh, Firekeepers? No.
Miller Time in the big blind. Pizza Frank. Got the gold around his neck.
So there's a $10 button straddle on. Pizza Frank makes the call, and Miller Time's going to raise it up now to 25 with his 10-8 of hearts. And Johnny Cool mixing it up here.
Johnny Cool with the Doyle suited.
The Doyle suited.
Will the real Johnny Cool please stand up?
Bob with 6-deuce offsuit.
I love it.
5 players.
This is more like a no-knit. And look at that.
Check.
2 players hitting top pair, Miller Time and Johnny Cool. Yeah, I think Johnny Cool's not going to like his kicker with that bet. Yeah, he's
120 is the bet. Gets out of the way. Bob, a quick fold from Bob, and probably a fold coming from Pizza Frank here.
Yeah, now Miller Time's really getting on a roll here.
Yep, two hands in a row here.
See if he can get the NBA jam. He's on fire if he gets this next one. Put in the Macaulay Culkin cheat code.
It's not really hitting tonight, so.
I had to play it, I think it's the shimmy hand here, right? 8-10.
Yeah, baby.
That's what I won the tournament with here and
Oh, my
everything.
man.
Blue chips.
Well, shout out to 10-8 over there. To Mr. 10-8. Miller Time to
thought
Mr.
that was you
10-8
over
shimmy.
That hand is too good. It's like cheating.
If it's suited, I'm all in, man.
Yeah, alright. 45? 43.
Call.
Raise 40. Fold. All 40. Fold. 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 Fold.
I can't be on the heater if I fold.
Falls 40.
Hair.
I would like the discount.
There you go. That's full price.
Two pair here. Miller Time, boy. He's on a heater, ladies and gentlemen.
He is going for the NBA jam. He is on fire moment. And right now, there are some outs where that 8 was not the friendliest card for him. Gives an open-ended straight draw to the thinker. Gut shot to Garrett.
Call.
Get 300 please.
Call. Oh, we got 3 players.
Young Patrick in the box. And looks like it's safe to say Miller time.
Check.
With the save there is a 4-card straight out there. See if someone takes a stab at this. And that's where Garrett is going to push it real good.
Yeah, and snap call here from Miller time with his 2 pair. Garrett was hoping to get a steal there, and it didn't work out for him.
That was a no suit for him.
And now Garrett's going to go back over to the feeder table.
You got him doing it? No.
Bro, I'm playing blind.
It's a fact. It's 100% fact.
Even if it wasn't.
Come on, Buddha. What time is it?
Kingslayer, Garrett just asked, are you guys giving money away? Kingslayer goes, I'm playing blind.
Yeah.
And then Jimmy, I believe, said that's a fact. So obviously the feeder game must have some
Wow,
crazy action
yeah.
right now. If Kingslayer says he's playing blind, then
Which's got to mean that Chimmy's having a good time over there. Win, lose, or draw. It's the kind of action that Chimmy likes. And he's over on that feeder table. Let's see who's going to get into Garrett's seat now. When you get belted, you move over to the feeder table, and we bring a player from the feeder table to take your spot. Take that spot. And we've gone through, I think, about 9 players tonight. Not our record, but still it's just a lot of action. And you can tell from the volume.
I think Buddha's coming over.
And if he does, this will be Buddha's. There he is. Buddha usually likes to be in
He's up.
seat 9, seat 10, but
He's definitely up from 500.
he's definitely up. Got up on that feeder table.
What does it look like? About 900 from him? 850, 900?
I'm not sure. Bob's
Got ace king offsuit here. Nice opportunity.
Bob's
for
making
Bob.
sure I'm not a liar when I say that Bob usually doesn't limp or smooth call. If he's coming into a hand, he's going to raise.
A lot of pairs.
He did
3 pairs?
smooth call earlier with the $50 when Miller time went all in with the king queen.
Man, we got 6s, 3s, and 4s. All right, 6s are out of there. Looks like 3s are getting out of there. 4s are getting out of there. It's amazing how the first person to act, if that first pair came along, then we probably get 4 players going to the flop.
So, yeah, it looks like Buddha's got about $800 in front of him. He moved over to the feeder table after being felted, which means that, and now Bob has to show in order to get rid of his knit chip, his yellow knit chip. And there again, still going strong here with the 3 tables for our satellite tournament tonight. This is the opportunity for a $40 buy-in to win a $500 package for our summer series.
Big blind for you.
I'm not just saying this. I just looked at the clock for the first time, and it's about 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
No clue that it was already 15, 20 minutes away from the end of the live stream.
No,
So it's
I
gone
know.
by fast.
It's been so much fun here tonight.
Yeah.
This Thursday night, no knit has been so much fun.
Yeah, I was actually just kind of getting in a groove watching watching it, enjoying it, and having fun. I definitely can say the first hour I thought was a lot slower than normal, and then it just went liftoff mode.
Yeah.
Like after the first hour today, it just went in liftoff mode, and we've had some great action through the remainder of the show.
King of spades, 6
Oh, look at this. Johnny Cool with
Johnny
the Cowboys.
Cool, all the way here from Arizona.
He's got the Kid Rock hand. He wants to be a cowboy, baby.
There was a raise by Ace Deuce from Miller Time. Very aggressive raise there with Ace Deuce, but now Johnny Cool has announced a raise, and he's going to make the bet 430. If I heard that right, and I did hear that right, and so a lot of folds. And now again, you talked earlier when Miller Time was in a hand against Johnny Cool, where Johnny Cool just not playing a lot of hands and certainly not raising very often pre-flop.
And obviously he's probably put him on a lot different hand than Ace Deuce with the amount of money, hoping he's got jacks or queens.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I think it's like, it's ads, yeah, no ads.
And he does let that go. In my mind, that's wise.
Yep, Johnny Cool, though, picking up over $100 pre-flop.
Yeah,
there.
Johnny Cool now up over 1,000. And Buddha always a great assistant to the dealer, making sure people have what they need.
Buddha with the Buddha shirt, by the way,
Got the
not
Buddha
just the
shirt.
chip protector. He's double dipping.
He's double dipping. We'll have to ask him sometime if he also has a Buddha tattoo.
You tip, right?
Yeah, we got 10 on the budget.
Yeah, I went through.
I don't know if I want to know that answer.
I wrote the shirt.
Too cold, huh?
Well, I know it's a good fall. But does it work against you is the question.
Yeah, I had ace jack. I'm folding.
Knowing that you had ace jack, it's great fall.
Don't you had to fold?
Got a $10 button straddle on here now, and getting over here to Spill with pocket tens, who's had a really good night. He was up over $2,000 at one point because he was really hot early on, and he's going to raise this up to 35. And back to the thinker now, thinking with his
the
jacks.
thinker with the hooks.
Little does he know, to his left.
Wow, and Craig with kings.
pocket kings.
Tens, jacks, kings.
$4
Do we have queens? Can we get queens?
Not this time,
You got the
but
sauce that goes with it or no?
Sauce, I don't know.
Right there.
And
He's
here
gonna-
is Craig singing "Glory, Glory."
yeah.
Hallelujah.
Craig's got $579 back.
That's $12 right there.
And I think he's reaching for, no, he's going to, I thought he was going to push all in, but he's just going to raise this up now to 210.
That one right there.
And Spill.
No, the one that is over.
Oh, interesting fold from Spill here.
Nice fold by Spill.
Yeah.
They originally put third down there, but they're only 25.
Yeah, 25 was just happened already.
Thinker, thinking about it. Pocket jacks.
Feel attacked. Riley didn't try. The hard part.
And he does make the call, so we're going to go into heads-up action. Remember, folks, that Spill had folded pocket tens.
Don't be surprised, by the way, if it's a low board. If
Thinker goes all in.
if he fold,
Oh.
now he's not going to fold because he's got a gut shot to go with it. If it was a really low board, I was going to say if Craig shoves, don't be surprised if he folds though. I think that Thinker pre-flop realized he's probably beat, but he was almost priced into the call.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, don't be surprised. But right now, it's about a just under a pot-sized bet.
379.
It's tough now with that board. You got a lot more. You got now an 8 or a jack. You might be thinking, wondering if your clubs are good. If you got backdoor clubs, obviously they're not. We can see the king.
Now you want to talk about no nets? My gosh, I'm here. Come play this game, guys.
And the reason why he hasn't already called is because he pretty much thought he was beat pre-flop when he made that call. He was just priced in.
What's your guys' percentage?
There was a question here as to how was Slayer doing tonight. Slayer started out on the feeder table, came over to the main table and got felted. Now he's back to the feeder table, and he's just having a heck of a glorious time over there. Lots of laughter coming from Slayer on that feeder table. So financially, I'm not sure how he's doing, but I think he's having a great time.
gotta bring it to you want this, Ben?
He
I
wants
will
to.
not be surprised if Thinker gets away from this.
Thinker wants to figure out where he would be.
I mean, really, with that flop, that's the only reason why he's even thinking this long.
Thank you.
Because he does have a gut shot with his overpair.
Turn 5, it's good enough.
And the Thinker is walking everything from the beginning of this hand till now. Trying to pick up some information that he might have missed along the way.
I'll show you one if you pick that one.
Oh, and the classic, I'll show you one if you pick one. And he offers him to show it to him, and he throws it over. There's the
Oh, wow,
king.
and now he's got to decipher if he's got a flush draw only or not.
Right, right.
It looks like the king of clubs.
Yeah, if that's the
That's the
ace
king of
king of
clubs.
clubs, if Thinker thinks that's the ace king of clubs, then he might think he's still ahead.
That actually could get a call now, because you're almost wondering
Yeah.
if it's ace king of clubs. Now he knows it's either another king or an ace of clubs.
Two of your runner draws?
Yeah, that goes straight to right now.
And a lot of money here at stake. Thinker taking his time, as well he should. We're going to zoom in. And these two players sitting side by side.
Now I have 6, 7.
Craig had started out on the feature table, got felted and moved over to the feeder table. Did pretty well when it was his turn to move back over. But he's run into a couple of...
If he flipped over the king of diamonds, I think he would have definitely already snap folded.
I call.
and he makes the call.
Yeah, seeing that club,
Yep.
made it a 50-50 shot that he had ace king.
Yeah, you are so lucky. Good bet, Craig.
That was,
Very good bet.
Yeah.
You know what I folded? 2 red tens.
Yeah, 2 tens that was flop
And now
top
Spill
set
is
for
sharing
Spill.
with everybody that he folded pocket
I was
tens.
ready to call the 10.
He's giving Craig kudos for...
Full house for me.
Oh! Holy
Jack
cow!
on the river for
Wow!
Thinker. Wow. And
Yeah.
Jesus. Man, Craig,
Oh, wow.
That's why it's brutal. Imagine
brutal
that was
hand
gonna
for
be
Craig.
hot because
And now
Played it
Spill.
great. I even love the game that Craig, hey, I'll show you one and
Yeah.
everything. I mean, Craig, sorry you got unlucky,
Which-
my friend.
Which
Man
basically
alive.
induced, as you
Good
pointed out,
poker.
more or less induced that call.
Well, he had a huge pot there, and he was in the driver's seat
I know.
all the way to the river, and a jack hits. Unlucky
But I called it.
break for Craig. Jesus.
He would have flopped the set.
I would have gone all in. Right. Well, that's why I said, I don't know if you picked $1,000.
Wowzers.
Wowzers, wowzers,
I wasn't
wowzers.
sure, because it could be either, right?
Yeah, but he raised 3 bucks. I started thinking king 9 of clubs.
So
But I
this-
will say this.
Yeah,
I will-
they're discussing this king of clubs. Everybody's kind of having their input on it there at the table.
As long as you pick this one.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know. I
He
thought
was
this
better off
he
showing
said
both.
This is the one you picked.
Because it was a club. Yeah.
He was better off if he shows you both. He might win that hand. He might fold.
I was begging for a call.
Right. No, he was begging for a call.
You shouldn't have showed him anything.
It was good. It was the right kick to show. I had a club, so I figured he probably wasn't on a club draw.
No, Frank, you know something?
So-
If he shows them both, he probably would win the hand.
It's true.
I don't know.
I think in a lot of situations.
He wants a call.
This later hand.
Yeah.
I want a
Craig-
call. There's only 2 cards to go.
Craig, before he left, says he's bad. Now here's Kings again. This time
Pizza Frank.
Pizza Frank.
With the Cowboys.
And he's just going to smooth call, limp in here.
And I would have lost.
Look at Pizza Frank switching it up here.
The Thinker gets a easy hand there to fold, 8-3.
Is anyone going to get crazy here?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't see
Pizza
anything.
Frank is hoping somebody gets crazy. And we're just going to go 4-handed into this flop. A lot of red cards up there.
We have a 4-Jack-8 board. Right now, Johnny Cool's in a little danger zone here. With top pair against his brother.
Yeah, against his brother. It looks like a $60 bet here. Miller Time's going to make the call.
Yeah, he's got mid pair. His backdoor diamonds.
Johnny with the top pair and a queen kicker. Johnny Cool makes the call.
Yeah, I mean, Johnny's
And you're right, he's entering into a danger zone. Uh-oh.
Wow, and look at this. We got multiple straight draws out there now.
Yeah.
Pizza Frank's going to lay the hammer down. That hammerhead shark.
There it comes.
Putting down 250.
250. He wants this over with now. Frank does not want any callers here, but he's going to get one here from Miller Time, who's open-ended.
About a quarter of the decision was like, okay, well, I still have a small profit for tonight if I lose.
And there's a blank.
300.
Pizza Frank does not play around. The hammerhead shark. Putting in 300. Is that Brian talking about popcorn? Everyone says I'm the foodie. Brian's just as bad as me.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Pizza Frank versus Miller Time. Two guys who are starting to get a reputation locally on this live stream. I like that bet from Pizza Frank. It really doesn't look like it's too much of that. I mean,
My gosh. Yeah, but
the way he's been betting, you think if he wanted value, it might be a little bit less. Just the way that Pizza Frank's been betting the whole night.
Right.
A little bit under half pot. It doesn't seem that extreme, but
Pizza Frank's got to be real happy with the amount of time that Miller Time's taken here. 'Cause the longer Miller Time takes, the more Pizza Frank is convinced that. I mean, if he had the straight, he would have called. If he's got Jack 10, he's got him beat.
Nice
And so,
fold
yeah,
by Miller Time.
lays
Way
it
to stay
down.
disciplined.
And he's got a show because he wants to get rid of his yellow chip, and he shows the pocket kings.
Cowboys back-to-back
Back-to-back hands at the table for pocket kings, yeah.
That time for Pizza Frank. They held true.
Just playing hands without looking all night.
I probably would, but my buddy's an asshole.
He's the real no.
Tells you he wants to do so bad. He's texted him about 4 times and he doesn't respond.
I want to thank everybody for watching tonight. We've got a little bit of time left here in our live stream.
It's been a fun night calling the action.
Yeah. Thanks for all the out-of-towners that are watching here tonight. Appreciate it.
Yep, thanks to Tyler and the Wizard, especially. I think they had to work extra hard today. Earlier with a couple technicalities. And
Yep,
I bet those guys are working probably 3 times as hard as they normally do.
I know it's frustrating,
So
but they
shout out
worked through it, and we've had just
thanks,
one
Tyler,
heck of a great show here tonight.
Wizard. Appreciate you guys back there.
Yeah. And this Thursday night game is not disappointed from the day that we started it. This No Knit Thursday. Lots of action. Great hands. And speak of the devil, not the devil because he's a great guy, but Bailey, a.k.a. Slayer, the King Slayer, is back.
Yep.
Folks were just asking about him. And
Next hand can be bomb pop.
Slayer now had gotten felted and went back over. So he might be up a little bit from what he bought in for over there, but now we've got a big raise here coming from Miller Time. And we've seen him we do this before with his ace with a small kicker. And Slayer is grabbing calling chips, and he's going to come in with his ace-5. Quick folds here from Johnny and from Buddha. Back over to Bob, who started things with and here we go. Ace-6 versus ace-5. We already got one heck of a pot brewing.
This will be the last hand.
Couple of calling out last hand here, and there's a 6 in the window there for Miller time.
Tyler, is it last hand?
And this is this is the last hand of our live stream tonight.
All right, this is last hand.
A6 is gonna.
We're pretty
this
sure
down
this,
pretty
this
easily.
game will keep going on. We're 9-handed here at the.
Oh yeah, they still have people at the feeder table too. So yeah, if you
Wow.
got the urge to play some cards, come on up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take by one.
Get rid of that.
Yeah, look at. I mean, both tables are looking healthy right now. Are you thinking about jumping in, Vic?
Well, I don't know. I was going to go hear some music. You know, it's the Thursday night jam. But that's it for our live stream here tonight.
Yeah,
And
what a fun
No Knit
Thursday
Thursday
night, yeah.
just has not disappointed. It's been so much fun. Dom, greatly appreciate it.
Always appreciate you, brother.
I know we've talked about a lot of things, so people stay tuned for more information coming up about games that are coming up, but particularly our summer series starting on July 23rd. If you have questions about that, please give us a call. But we did talk a lot about that tonight, and we look forward to seeing you. Dom's going to be out fishing on Saturday, but I'll be back here on Saturday in here with Mike, and this is a look at the summer series schedule. Starting a week from this Sunday at 1 p.m., $10,000 guarantee free roll. Then Monday is the $10,000 guaranteed freeze out. That's only a $100 buy-in. Then unique Tuesday the 25th is this $5,000 guaranteed dual tournament team event. Looking forward to that one. It's going to be very unique for really any poker room to run. Wednesday, $20,000 guaranteed freeze out. That's a $500 buy-in, and the Wizard Jim plans on playing in that.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun.
There's a chance, and this all leads up to the guaranteed main event. Dom, look at this. This is
this is our main event evening. This is what we call the main event of the evening, folks. It is our 100K main event buy-in of $140, $20,000 guaranteed for first place. July 27th through the 30th. 25-minute levels. Late entry until the start of level 9. Top 10% from each flight advance to day 2. We have 6 starting flights to choose from. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all at 11 a.m. or 6 p.m., whichever one you like, how many you ever want. We will accompany any requests that you have if you want to play in all of them. That's no limit, baby.
That's baby,
Yep, day 2 will be on Sunday at 1 p.m. Top 10% from each flight advance to day 2. Everyone that advances will receive $200 at the conclusion of their flight. Also, a $1,000 double bag bonus paid immediately. So, folks, those are some great tweaks, some great new features that we have to our 100K guarantee. Like I said, I was a part of our last one, and I even told the owners, I've been in the poker business for over 10 years, and I've ran some pretty big tournaments, and I said, you guys really nailed it on these tournaments, the way the reserve ran it. This being, I haven't been here for a full year yet, but the way they run their tournaments, their structure, the way Jim has really taken out the time to put these together, I have been really impressed by it. And now seeing these couple tweaks, it's kind of like he didn't have to rewrite the ship, but hey, what is a way that we can just make it better? And to my surprise, he found a way when I was already satisfied with it.
I'm not surprised.
The $200 right away, and then I mean that's just a nice little tweak, a nice little perk to add into this 100K guarantee. So bravo, great job. I'm excited to be a part of this and be excited to be here for pretty much 8 days, 7 days, whatever I'm working during that 8-day stretch. And
all hands on deck.
Yeah, making this thing work. So to everyone out there, we're excited. I hope you guys are excited to come in right here off of Glendale Avenue in Toledo, Ohio, and we're going to knock it out of the park.
Yep. Thanks for joining us tonight. As always, Dom, a pleasure.
Always a pleasure, brother. And you guys take care, and I'll see you guys in a week. I know my man here, the voice, is going to be steering the ship, and wish you guys all the best, and I'll be back for the summer series.
Be safe.
Take care.